What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. I'm here with my co-host Chris. The New York Knicks beat the Toronto Raptors 112 to 108. Tom Thibodeau picks up his, I think his 100th win as a New York Knick. So pretty cool. Chris, what's going on, man?
Not much. At the edge of my seat, man. What a what a game, man. Another one of those where you just don't know what the hell's gonna happen with the last 20 seconds left.
No, you don't. And eventually the New York Knicks have to figure out how to close these games out because giving me a heart attack, you a heart attack, is giving a bunch of fans a heart attack. I mean, the Raptors cut it down to like three there at the end, and yeah, the Knicks just at the end of the games, they love to hold the ball, they love to drain out the clock, drain out the shot clock, and they get away from what gained them the leads in the first place. So Knicks just have to clean that up because it's really giving us a heart attack over here, Chris. I mean, these close games are not fun at all.
No, not at all. I mean, it's like a roller coaster ride with the Knicks. They get up 15, and then, like you said, they just let their foot off the pedal, and they need to have that killer mentality when they got a team down and they got them, on the ropes. Just continue to attack, attack, attack.
Yep.
Because too many times this season the Knicks have gone, you know, seen 20-point leads disappear, and here we are sweating it out again late in the fourth quarter. Luckily, this time for the Knicks, they get a win.
They get a win that is four straight victories for the New York Knicks. Big victory out in the six in Toronto. I don't think they've won there for since 2015, if I'm not mistaken. So it's
Yeah,
been a while that the New York Knicks have come out of Toronto with the victory. Obviously, tonight was led by Julius Randle. 19 first quarter points for Julius Randle. He shot five threes, I believe, in the first quarter. Finished the game with six threes. But Chris, once again, Julius Randle playing like a legit all-star. He saw those all-star fan voting, and he was like, nah, hold up. That's ridiculous. So he comes out tonight, drops 32 and 11 and 3. Efficient night, 10 and 22 from the field. I mean, Julius Randle deserves to be an all-star. He's playing like a damn all-star, and you could tell he got kind of pissed off by seeing those fan votes.
yeah. I mean, I was kind of shocked too. I mean, some of the players on those fan votes are kind of crazy. I mean, hell, I mean, no disrespect, but Derrick Rose is on there.
Derrick Rose, 200,000 votes on that fan
Yeah.
voting.
And I know he has a big fan base and all, especially out internationally. But yeah, I mean, I think Julius must have, that gave him some motivation. And man, he came out on fire tonight. And what more can you say about Julius, man? He's just playing so well for us, and it's good to see it consistently on both sides of the floor.
Yeah, he's being aggressive. He's being efficient. And last game, it wasn't efficient a game for Julius Randle. But again, I mean, 32 and 11. He's just putting up, all-star numbers. And, got to give credit when credit is due. Saquon in the chat, man. I see you. Always here supporting like always.
Yes.
What's going on, man? Appreciate you. Yeah, man. But at the end of the game, Chris, you know who came through for the New York Knicks? His name was Jalen Brunson. Hit a clutch and one layup and pretty much sealed the game. We all could take a deep breath at that point because, Brunson was like, hold my beer. Let me just end this game right now. I'm tired of this back and forth. Jalen Brunson finished the game with 26 points, 8 assists, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Jalen Brunson, worth every damn penny of that contract. He also should be an all-star consideration. I mean, Knicks got two guys here that deserve to be an all-star, and fans, just go out there and vote. Please vote. Vote for
Yes.
both of them. It's going to be an uphill battle from here, but, these guys are playing like all-stars, and they deserve to be considered at least. But Jalen Brunson, Chris, dominated there at the end. Beast.
Yeah. I mean, what more can we say about Brunson? We sound like broken records right now, but again, Knicks probably don't close out this game and win it without Jalen Brunson. I mean, just clutch play there at the end, the and one, and
Yep.
hit the free throw. Um, at a time where things were chaotic, and we needed it from Jalen Brunson. I mean, another guy who should be an all-star, but you know, we got to get out there. We got to vote. We got to do our part, guys. Let's get these two, Randall and Brunson, in the All-Star game.
Yes, I voted today for. I pretty much put the whole Knicks starting five on my ballot, and I
Same.
voted for them because you obviously have the guys Giannis, Donovan Mitchell, KD, Kyrie. Those guys are gonna make it, but it seems like it's an uphill battle for these Knicks players, and it's just weird because you have such a large fan base that you would have thought that somebody would get voted in, but I mean Randall's not even in the top 10. Definitely deserves to be in there over Claxton. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Julius Randle has been balling his ass out. 32 points tonight, and I mean, I can go over his last 10 games. Over his last 10 games, he's averaging 29 points, 4 assists, almost 13 rebounds a game, shooting 35% from three, 47% from the floor. I mean, take out the name Julius Randle, Chris.
Yeah.
Put the name Giannis or Kevin Durant. He'll be talked about way more than what he is being talked about right now. I just think that you see the name Julius Randle, and people don't, they're not giving him the respect right now. And
Yeah.
it's not what you want to see.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little frustrating, but I feel the same way. Even when we watch these games and you hear the opposite sides broadcast, like everybody's just kind of hating on the Knicks. They never give us the props, even when we're playing well. So, in the case of Julius, I just think he has that rep, and maybe just, I don't know. But if you're telling me that Nick Claxton is better than Julius Randle right now, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You guys haven't been watching Julius play.
Yeah. Yep. And a lot of people are saying, last year was, bad year for Julius, but, last year's last year, this year's this year. Should be a clean slate. He's already proven to us that he's, a different player. He's playing better than he was 2 years ago when we made the playoffs, Chris. This is a better version of Julius Randle. Think about that.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
that year he made the All-Star team, and he's playing better. I mean, the
yeah,
numbers don't lie. Whether you like
with
it or not, hate him or love him, give him some respect, man.
yeah, I credit that too. Also to having somebody like Jalen Brunson, by his side. I mean,
That's helping him
they're
out.
yeah, they're forming a dynamic there, dynamic duo, and I think Brunson definitely helped Randall get to another level. And right now we're reaping the rewards, but yeah, it's kind of disrespectful not to see, at least Julius at this moment for an All Star nod. I
Yeah.
mean, I know maybe us being starter is too much, but definitely should be higher up than he was initially.
Yep. Tyler in the chat. Thank God they closed this one out. It's good for the team's late game confidence. Yep. It is good for the team. Few weeks now here that have gone by. The Knicks have had, some sweating done by us fans there at the end of these games, but they closed this one out, and thank God. I mean, jeez. It wasn't looking good there at the end, man. The offense just gets so stagnant at the end of these games, and it's like we're just sitting here watching them, like, bro, what are you doing? Pass the ball, move the ball. You don't have to wait till the shot clock gets to like 5 seconds and then attempt a crazy shot. They got
Yeah,
to fix some things up.
yeah, it's always it seems like the same thing seems to happen over and over. It's just again to just get complacent. They kill the clock down to like you said, like 5 seconds left, and then they just
Yeah,
heave the ball up and hope they get the offensive board or something like that. Um,
and also the refs. I mean,
I was just gonna say,
it
I was just gonna say that.
seems like every
And man,
game they're not on our side. I mean,
yeah, it's
it's
like who's slipping the refs money on the
yeah,
sideline? Because these refs, I mean, there was plenty of times some of the Knicks, I mean, Randall, Brunson, I can go on and on. Dudes getting hit, clotheslined. It didn't matter. We couldn't get a call to save our lives. But
yeah,
on the flip side, Raptors seemed to be getting everything. Momentum was going their way. I
bro.
mean, this game could have gone easily to the Raptors if it continued that way. But
Yeah. big task at hand. Every Raptor live stream is kicking me out. Big task is going to the Raptors live stream and causing havoc. But I'm just looking at this now. The Raptors shot 35 free throws compared to the Knicks 26. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
9 more free throws than the New York Knicks. I mean, Pascal Siakam is one of those players that annoy the hell out of you. He pretty much drives his body to the lane, whips his head back, sort of does a James Harden, and the refs are giving him foul calls. And he's getting to the line. Tonight he was getting to the line at will. 11 free throw attempts for Pascal Siakam. And Chris, once again, the New York Knicks 69% from the free throw line. Randall missed 3, Robinson missed 2, Brunson missed 2, Quickly missed 1. But yeah, gotta figure these late game situations out, and we should be good. Shout out to Quentin Grimes tonight. Efficient night for Grimes, 16 points, playing defense well on the Raptors there. Emmanuel Quickly, those guys there in the fourth quarter, the Knicks really locked down the Toronto Raptors defensively. The defense picked up tremendously. You had guys like McBride, Quickly, and Grimes. They were all getting after it. Julius Randle picked up his effort there in the fourth quarter in terms of defense. So, these guys picked it up in the fourth quarter, and credit to them, because the Raptors there were, looking kind of scary there. They were, creeping up towards to tie the game, and Knicks just put the clamps on, and defense won this game, Chris.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, they're late. It seemed like everything was going Toronto's way, and yeah, the Knicks definitely, they turned it up on the defensive end. Quickly, Grimes, McBride, even Fournier had some good minutes there for us.
Yeah.
I got to give Fournier credit, the small role he's playing, but he played pretty well. I'll give him that tonight. But yeah, Knicks definitely clamped down and made things a bit more difficult for the Raptors on the stretch, because it just seemed like it was going back and forth, and then Toronto had that run where they cut it to 3.
Yeah. Yep.
It was stressful, but we pulled through.
Mitchell Robinson is back, Chris. I mean, tonight he could tell he made it an effort to grab 18 rebounds tonight. 8 offensive rebounds for Mitchell Robinson, 10 defensive rebounds, 18 in total, double-double, 10 points, 4 away from the field. When he goes against these opponents that don't have a legit center, you can tell it ticks him. Like, there's something that goes off in his head. And he's like, all right, I'm going to dominate tonight. And Mitchell Robinson dominated tonight offensively and grabbing the offensive boards, and defensively, rock solid as always. Obi was active again, didn't play. Seems like the Knicks are waiting for him to, get some practices in, and we'll see what happens in terms of who goes to the bench. It looks like Jericho Sims, because he only played 4 minutes tonight. And, when Obi comes back, a lot of fans want to see him take iHeart's minutes, but, I don't think that's going to happen, Chris. I think he's going to take Jericho Sims' minutes. I mean, what do you think?
I think I would be in the boat for having Sims stay and having iHeart get out.
I would too.
I just think iHeart's not really giving us. I know he gets after it on the boards, but he just hasn't given us much else besides that. And not really what I envisioned with iHeart once we got him, just considering his past play. But, maybe there's something going on there with iHeart. But, yeah, I mean, I think realistically it'll be Sims. Obviously, like, Fournier might still be there, maybe a little bit of less minutes. But it'll be good to have Obi topping back one way or the other, that's for sure.
Yeah. Tyler in the chat, I wanted Van Vliet on the Knicks 3 summers ago. So did I. Crazy to see how much better Jalen Brunson has been than him. Yeah, those two, Jalen Brunson has been better this year, but, the people compare Van Vliet with Brunson, similar players, small, crafty, can shoot. But, yeah, I wanted Van Vliet like you, and I actually remember that summer. You remember that summer, Chris?
I also wanted Fred Van Vliet.
Yeah.
Just he's very, like you said, he's pretty much like a JB type. Had an off game today, but he showed you still he can make some big buckets too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I definitely wanted Van Vliet on the Knicks.
Big task. I got my wish with Brunson. He's even better than I thought. I didn't think that he would be so clutch. Yeah, man. Brunson there at the end. Won the game for the New York Knicks. Like I said, pretty much got the ball, said, hold my beer. I'm going to win this damn game. I'm tired of this, tired of this late game shenanigans going on there. So Jalen Brunson, man, clutch gene, activated there in the final minute of the game. Hit the tough layup and boom. There we go. Got a question from Tyler in the chat. Dibs got his 100th win as a Knicks coach. How would you guys rate his tenure so far on a scale of 1 to 10? I would give it, honestly, I would give it a 6.5. I would give it a little bit above average. Obviously he's had some ups. He's won Coach of the Year. He got the Knicks to the 4th seed 2 years ago. And, fans were happy. I wanted Thibs when they were looking for a coach to hire. I was on the Thibs bandwagon. They hired him. And, the defense improved when Thibs came. And, been some up and downs. Obviously, fans, can they be a little unfair to him? Yeah, but, he's also, he's stubborn. He's a coach that, a lot of fans think that his time has passed, right? He has dinosaur tactics, right? He's not coaching. The way the NBA is moving now is towards the youth. You see these guys coming up in the ranks and these young coaches, these coaches in the 30s and the 40s. So, but I would give it a 6.5. I think he's done a solid job here, and yeah. So, what would you give him?
Um, that's a pretty good. I mean, I think I would go more 7.5
7.
for Tibbs. I won't lie. I also wanted Tibbs back when we were going through our coaching search, and let's be real, he did change things around here for the Knicks, especially defensively. We couldn't play defense for our lives. I think the last coach that I loved and the Knicks played well under was Mike Woodson. So, going back all the way to that time, it with Tibbs, it just like you said, he's set in his ways. He's stubborn. You're concerned that he's going to run your guys to the ground because he plays them too many minutes and all that. But I say 7.5. Tibbs, he's shown that he can change things up. As of recently at least, and he's done a good job. He's definitely done a good job, coach of the year and everything. So, 7.5 for now. I want to see more.
Yeah, Tyler said 6.5. That's disrespectful. Yeah, I mean, I'll give him I'll agree with Chris. 7.5, because
I mean, he's done a lot. He's done a lot, and
yeah,
if you really think about it, what he has to work with or what he had to work with in the past,
that's another thing.
Tibbs has done a hell of a job.
I think he gets the brunt of the blame, and I do think it's unfair. Front office should get some of that blame as well. But Tom Thibodeau's out there in the open for fans to get on him and blame him and complain. So, yeah, I'll give him 7. I'll switch it to a 7.5. 6.5 was kind of low. But yeah, Chris, they lost 5. What was it? 5 straight, and now they've won 4 straight. It's been the roller coaster of a season for the New York Knicks. They went from an okay start to is everyone getting fired? Is Tom Thibodeau leaving? Is Leon Rose getting fired? That game against Dallas, the debacle, then they come out of that, win some games in a row. They lose 5 straight. Now they've won 4 straight. This has been a roller coaster of a season for the New York Knicks, but look, we're 22-18. What are we in the standings right now? I believe we're still 6th. We're 6th in the standings. We won 4 straight, 22-18. Right now, if the season ended today, we would be playing the Milwaukee Bucks in the playoffs, which we actually have next coming up.
Game.
Bucks just lost to the Hornets, as you told me earlier in the stream, which is kind of crazy, 138-109. So Bucks are, kind of, they're still a great team, but they've had some bad losses on their belt. So if the Knicks can build this momentum and, beat Milwaukee and make it five in a row, and then, we got some winnable games, and then we're cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, Milwaukee is going to be, they're going to be pissed, especially losing to the freaking Hornets. But it's going to should be competitive nonetheless. And yeah, Knicks are definitely streaking right now. Hopefully, like I said, we can get another 8-game win streak going.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, Knicks don't play again till Monday. They have tomorrow off, Sunday off, and they don't play till Monday. So they got 2 days off before the Bucks game, obviously. So, hopefully Obi can get some practices in, and hopefully he can return to the New York Knicks. But look, we're playing well, man. I mean, got to give credit where credit is due. We beat the Suns, Rockets, Spurs, Raptors, winning games you're supposed to win. I don't care what you say. The Raptors have a losing record, but it's tough to win in Toronto. That's a tough place to play, and that's a tough place to win. So, Knicks went up there, and RJ Barrett was kind of upset that he didn't get to play in his hometown. But, you went up there. I saw RJ Barrett's parents in the stands, so it's cool to get a win in Toronto, Chris. I mean, it's always a tough place to play, even if the Raptors are bad, I mean, tough place to play, big win.
I mean, this is the NBA. Every game, no game is a given. I mean, I think by now, us Knicks fans should know that. Doesn't matter what your record is, as long as you play with effort and hustle, any team can win on any night. So, good win for the Knicks, especially considering how it flowed at the end there. I'm happy, and yeah, I just want us to get healthy. I want RJ back. I want Obi back. And let's take it from there.
Yes, let's take one here. Damn, Charlotte scored 51 points in the first quarter. Sheesh.
Yes. Isn't it weird? We've been seeing a lot of crazy things in the NBA. I mean, I think it started with the Knicks and the Mavs, and then from there,
the Bucks have lost a few of those games now. They gave up a lead to the Raptors a few days ago. Same thing. They were up like 12 with like up 2 minutes left. They gave it up. All these points being scored in these games. No defense is being played.
And recently, who was it? Donovan also hit a late shot when he scored 71 to tie and then win in overtime.
He pulled a
lot of crazy things going on, man.
Yeah, he pulled a Luka, got his own rebound, left the free throw line early, but we're not going to talk about that.
That's all right. It made me feel better about the Mavs game.
I know. Got the rebound, made the shot. It's a weird season in the NBA. A lot of scoring, not a lot of defense being played, and anything could happen. The Knicks showed you that against the Dallas game, and when you think a team is good to go up 10 with 10 seconds left, they're not.
They're not.
I mean,
shout out to Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, I would have thought that that's the last time we would have seen something like that from T-Mac, but clearly not. So, but yeah, big win in T-Dot. So let's go through this team stats for the New York Knicks tonight. See what stood out to me. I'm gonna guess they out-rebounded them again. Every time I compare the team stats, they out-rebound the opponent. Yep, they out-rebound the Raptors by 5, 51-46. Knicks are a great rebounding team, Chris, and they just keep on chucking. They just keep on rebounding the damn ball. It starts with Mitchell Robinson down low. Obviously, Mitch had a so bad game. I mean, it was a bad game last game, but bounced back tonight. 19 assists for the Knicks, 13 turnovers. Brunson had, I believe, 5 turnovers there. He was kind of sloppy with the ball tonight. So, but not worried about it. No. And points in the paint, Knicks are normally averaging about 50-plus points in the paint, but only 30 points in the paint tonight. So, 3-point shot was falling tonight, and when the 3-point shot is falling, you could have a great chance to win. So, that was it.
Good win for the Knicks.
Good win, man. We got to come out against Milwaukee back in the Garden on Monday. Yeah. So, guess we could pretty much wrap it up there, Chris. Quick post game. Appreciate y'all. It's Friday night. Appreciate y'all in the chat. Tyler, Taekwon, as always. We'll be back on Monday. I'll probably make another YouTube video this weekend. We'll see. So, yeah, man. Chris, appreciate you, as always.
No doubt.
And have a good weekend, guys. We'll be back on Monday. And peace.
Peace.